George? Okay.
Speak into the mic.
Ready? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation,
Under God, indivisible, with liberty.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the 2023 Town of Monroe Reorg meeting. I need a motion to open this meeting of January 3rd, 2023.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Call the question.
Bingham, aye.
Pool eye.
Cardone, aye.
Scancarello, aye.
And I,
So moved. Okay. All right, quick recap of 2022 and then some items for 2023. So in 22, we started our pickleball court. We have a base down. We had a senior center security grant that was given to us of $28,000, and that system has been installed. We had the dog park that was installed by Noah Sakaris from Troop 440, and Troop 440 has continued to do a great job throughout the year and into the future. We had the Warwick Humane Society sign an agreement to use the old dog shelter, which is now our maintenance base. Water District 12 pump house was completed. There is a punch list of items that we're trying to get worked out. We appointed a new highway superintendent in Pat Patterson. We had a Faber Farm study that was done through a grant which covered 80% of it. So $4,000 of the $5,000 for the study was covered. We had the food trucks that continued. We introduced a meet and treat here in Town Hall for the holidays. We had the official dedication of the Town Hall renovations, which was held up because of COVID. We started the Flags for Heroes initiative, which was very successful for the first year. And we continue to have movie for our veterans at the flagship cinemas. So 2023, looking ahead, we're looking towards the completion of the pickleball courts. We're going to put new carpeting in this room, everything but the dais. It was actually measured last week, and we'll get specs and then go out to bid for that. Senior Center is going to have a new roof in the kitchen. We're going to be replacing the HVAC system in this town hall. There is a serious deficiency in it, which we briefly touched on last meeting. With Highway, we're scheduled to purchase 2 new trucks. New maintenance software is going to be purchased. Pat wants to expand the certifications of those that have water licenses, and those would be Class C water licenses. The bridge culvert project on East Monbassia is scheduled to commence hopefully sometime in the spring. We're actually doing test borings there, which we approved, I think the last meeting or the meeting before, and we received a $50,000 grant from Carl Brabenek's office to assist with that. We have a Climate Smart Community certification that we hope to be getting this year. Dial-a-Bus hired 2 new drivers. One started already, and the other is scheduled to start in February. Obviously, the continuation of our past community events. We have a new, this month, from the 9th through the 23rd, we have Restaurant Week, which Sal has headed up. The building department will possibly have a software upgrade, if not this year, definitely next year. Tax payments have been moved back in-house. We have the dog enumeration that over 160 dogs have been licensed that weren't licensed. And the other thing was...
In regards to tax payments.
All right, you're going to be open every last Saturday.
The last Saturday of January, February, and March.
Yeah, of the months that the tax payments are due. So that's in addition.
From 9 to 12.
Yes.
9 a.m. to 12 p.m.
Okay. Anybody have any questions? Things you want to add? Okay. Next item is 2023 2023 tax collector's notice.
So just to recap, the town and county taxes have been brought back in-house. Tax collection is from January 1st to March 31st, 2023, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m., and as I mentioned previously, the last Saturday of January, February, and March from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. In addition to still not accepting cash, online payments, while they will be accepted, will not be accepted in-house. Residents will need to make those payments from home. We do have instructions printed up in my office should anyone need them. That's basically it, so we look forward to a successful 2023 tax season.
Awesome. Thank you, Val. Okay. Item 4.1 is the elected officers. Nobody's term was up this year, and your office is, you're supposed to take an oath 15 days after commencement of your term. So I don't believe anybody has to take another oath. Item 5.1 is the acting supervisor. I'd like to make a motion to appoint Councilman McGinn as acting supervisor with a term to expire 12/31/23.
I'll second.
Call the question.
Bingham, aye.
Pool, aye.
Cardone, aye.
Scangarello, aye.
McGinn, abstain.
Okay. I wouldn't have voted for myself either.
Like, you can't vote for yourself.
If I were you,
I mean, that
but I'm
looks
not
like
you.
cheesy, you know, you can't do that.
Okay, next up, item 5.2, Registrar of Vital Statistics. I'll make a motion to appoint Val Bitzer as Registrar of Vital Statistics, coterminous with the term of office of Town Clerk, Public Health Law 4121 and 4123.
Bingham to
I'll second
second.
that.
Mary Bingham, seconded it.
Bingham second.
Defer to Mary there.
Call the question.
Bingham, aye.
Pool, aye.
Cardone, aye.
Scangarello, aye.
McGinn, aye.
Okay, item 5.3, Deputy Registrar. We need a motion to appoint Patricia Cash as Deputy Registrar, term to expire 12/31/2023.
I'll second that motion.
No, you make the motion.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Call the question.
Bingham, aye.
Pool, aye.
Cardone, aye.
Scangarello, aye.
McGinn, aye.
I'll make a motion to approve Town Clerk Val Bitzer as the Town Marriage Officer pursuant to the terms and provisions of the Domestic Relations Law.
Pool will second.
Call the question.
Bingham, aye.
Pool, aye.
Cardone, aye.
Scangarello, aye.
McGinn, aye.
So moved. Item 5.6, First Deputy Tax Collector. I'll make a motion to appoint Patricia Cash as the First Deputy Tax Collector, term to expire 12/31/23. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Who seconded? She beat you to it.
Actually, that was Mary Bingham.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was Mary Bingham.
Supervisor, I'm just catching up here. Did you do 5.5, tax collector? I know you did first deputy tax collector.
No, I missed 5.5. I go back to it. Okay, so we're on
First step.
First Deputy.
5.5, tax collector.
Yeah, but I got a motion now and a second for First Deputy.
Okay,
So let's do that first.
okay.
Call the question.
Bingham, aye.
Pool, aye.
Cardone, aye.
Scangarello, aye.
McGinn, aye.
So moved. Tax Collector, I'll make a motion to appoint Val Bitzer as Tax Collector, term to expire 12/31/23.
Pool will second.
Call the question.
Bingham, aye.
Pool, aye.
Cardone, aye.
Scangarello, aye.
McGinn, aye.
So moved. Item 5.7, I would like to make a motion that the Town Board of Town of Monroe appoint Barbara Singer as Second Deputy Tax Collector, term to expire 12/31/2023.
Bingham to second.
Call the question.
Bingham, aye.
Pool, aye.
Cardone, aye.
Scangarello, aye.
So moved. Item 5.8 is the Tax Collector's 2023 Liability Certificate. The motion is be it resolved that the Town Board of Town of Monroe approves for the supervisor and town council members to sign the certificate of liability insurance for the tax collector, which is to be filed in the Department of Finance in Orange County. The 2024 term certificate of insurance can be issued after the 1/29/23 renewal term has been bound by NYMER.
Make a motion for the supervisor is authorized to sign the tax collector's liability certificate.
I will second.
Call the question.
Bingham, aye.
Poole, aye.
Cardone, aye.
Scangarello, aye.
Can I,
Okay. What's weird about that is they want the supervisor and town council members to sign, but how do you vote on it if you're signing it? Like, well, how do you make a motion or
Somebody would make a motion.
5 different motions
Everyone else would vote
on every
I see.
other?
You'd be signing it, or the,
Yeah, well, no, Mary just made it for me, but town council is in that too, but,
I think it's fine unless. And having everyone necessary.
that's why we pay you. Item 5.9, town engineer. I would like to make a motion that Town Board of Town of Monroe hereby appoints MHE as town engineer, term to expire 12/31/23.
Poole to second.
Call the question.
Bingham, aye.
Poole, aye.
Cardone, aye.
Scangarello, aye.
So
can I,
moved. I'd like to make a motion that the Town Board of Town of Monroe appoint Jennifer Schnars as secretary to the supervisor, term to expire 12/31/25, which is coterminous with my term.
I would be honored and pleasured to second that motion
Wow.
for that hardworking
Hey, listen,
woman.
when she's out, no work gets done.
You don't have to tell me, I know. But no, in all seriousness, I'm happy to second that
Yes,
motion.
thank you. Call the question.
Bingham, aye.
Poole,
Oh,
aye.
you second it, right?
Yeah, I
Okay.
second, yeah.
Poole, aye.
Cardone, aye.
Scangarello, aye.
McKin, aye.
So moved. I'll make a motion to appoint Jim Nelson as the Town of Monroe historian, term to expire 12/31/23.
Poole will second.
Call the question.
Bingham, aye.
Poole, aye.
Cardone, aye.
Scangarello, aye.
McKin, aye.
Okay. All right, Deputy Town Clerk. Be resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Monroe hereby appoints Patricia Cash as first deputy, term to expire 12/31/23.
Bingham to second.
Call the question.
Bingham, aye.
Poole, aye.
Cardone, aye.
Scangarello, aye.
McKin, aye.
So moved. Okay. Be it resolved, Town Board of Town of Monroe hereby appoints Barbara Singer as second deputy town clerk, term to expire 12/31/23.
Bingham to second.
Call the question.
Aye.
Poole, aye.
Cardone, aye.
Scangarello, aye.
McKin, aye.
So moved. Okay, be resolved, the Town Board of Town of Monroe appoints William Brown Jr. as Deputy Superintendent of Highways, term to expire 12/31/2023.
Poole will second.
Call the question.
Bingham, aye.
Poole, aye.
Cardone, aye.
Scangarello, aye.
McKin, aye.
Okay. Planning Board Chairperson, I know Councilman McGinn wanted to make this motion.
I would be more than honored to make a motion to appoint Chairwoman Bonnie Franson as the chairwoman again for the planning board.
Term to expire 12/31/23.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry, yeah, with the term to expire
I'll-
12/21/23.
I'll second it. Call the question.
Bingham, aye.
Poole, aye.
Cardone, aye.
Scangarello, aye.
Can I,
So moved. Okay, just for informational purposes, the planning board members, we reduced from 7 to 5, so slot number 6, that term expired on 12/31. There's no reappointing. What'll happen when slot number 7 expires at the end of this year, we will reappoint Jeff Manson, who's in slot number 7, into slot number 5. So that's how that would transition to 5 members officially. Planning Board Attorney appointment. I spoke to Bonnie on this. Be it resolved that the Town Board of Town of Monroe appoints the firm of Norton and Torrey LLP as the Town of Monroe Planning Board Attorney. I'll make that motion.
second?
Just some discussion. So the rate has gone from 225, which has been in place since 2019, to $250 an hour. So that's,
Percent.
yeah, but it's 3 years where they've been, at that, so.
They've been flat.
Yeah, they've been flat. What's that?
These attorneys are steep. Oh, I'm sorry.
Inflation. Have a second?
I'll second.
Oh, no, wait, somebody
Mike
seconded
second.
it. Who-
Mike already seconded.
Mike seconded it, right? Okay,
Yep.
call the question.
Aye.
Full aye.
Cardone, aye.
Scangarello, aye.
McGinn, aye.
Okay, so moved. So, item 10.1 is zoning board of appeals chairperson. Be resolved that the town board of Town of Monroe hereby appoints Francis Pastiglione as zoning board of appeals chairperson with a term to expire 12/31/2023.
Second that motion.
Call the question.
Bingham, aye.
Full aye.
Cardone, aye.
Scangarello, aye.
Okay, so moved. Zoning Board Appeals members, everyone is in place. We have to reappoint Marcy Daniels to slot number 5 with a term to expire 12/31/2027.
Full will second.
Call the question.
Full aye.
Cardone, aye.
Scangarello, aye.
McGinn, aye.
So moved. Item 10.3 is the Zoning Board of Appeals attorney appointment. Be it resolved, Town Board of Town of Monroe appoints the firm of Ferrick, Nugent, McCartney as the Town of Monroe Zoning Board of Appeals attorney. I'll make that motion.
Second.
Call the question.
Aye.
Full aye.
Cardone, aye.
Scangarello, aye.
McGinn, aye.
Okay. Item 11.1. Be it resolved that the Town Board of Town of Monroe appoints the firm of Ferrick, Nugent, McCartney, PLLC, as a Town of Monroe Town Council attorney. I'll make that motion.
At least second that motion.
Call the question.
Aye.
Full aye.
Cardone, aye.
Scangarello, aye.
McGinn, aye.
So moved. Board of Ethics Chairperson. I'm going to skip around real quick because I think we got to do this first. So be it resolved, I'm going to 12.2, that the Town Board of Town of Monroe hereby appoints Thomas Sullivan as Board of Ethics member, slot number 5, with a term to expire 12/31/25.
Second.
Call the question.
Bingham, aye.
Full aye.
Cardone, aye.
Scangarello, aye.
McGinn, aye.
Okay. Item 12.3 is be it resolved, Town Board of Town of Monroe hereby appoints Kathleen Ahern as Board of Ethics member, slot number 6, with a term to expire 12/31/2025.
Full will second.
Call the question.
Bingham, aye.
Full aye.
Cardone, aye.
Scangarello, aye.
McGinn, aye.
Okay. Now, Board of Ethics Chairperson, be it resolved that the Town Board of Town of Monroe hereby appoints Thomas Sullivan as Board of Ethics Chairperson with a term to expire 12/31/2023.
I'll second.
Call the question.
Bingham, aye.
Full aye.
Cardone, aye.
Scangarello, aye.
McGinn, aye.
Okay. All right, Conservation Advisory Council. Be it resolved that the Town Board of Town of Monroe hereby appoints Charlie Pakula as Conservation Advisory Council member, slot number 1, with a term to expire 12/31/24. I'll make that motion.
Bingham to second.
Call the question.
Bingham, aye.
Full aye.
Cardone, aye.
Scangarello, aye.
McGinn, aye.
So moved. Be it resolved, Town Board of Town of Monroe hereby appoints Jack Medina as Conservation Advisory Council member, slot number 2, with a term to expire 12/31/2024.
Full will second.
Call the question.
Bingham, aye.
Full aye.
Cardone, aye.
Scangarello, aye.
McGinn, aye.
Okay. And there is one vacant slot, and I would like to make a motion that the Town Board of Town of Monroe hereby appoint Sam Ventola to slot number 6 with a term to expire 12/31/2023.
I'll second.
Call the question.
Bingham, aye.
Full aye.
Cardone, aye.
Scangarello, aye.
McGinn, aye.
So moved. Okay, Smith Grove Park Commission. Everybody got terms that don't expire until '23. So
Tony
we're-
Schaefer, I believe, was up for reappointment.
Who?
Tony Schaefer.
Okay, yeah, 5, yeah, okay. Okay, so thank you for that clarification, Madam Clerk. So Town Board of Town of Monroe hereby appoints Tony Schaefer to the Monroe Joint Park Recreation Commission, slot number 5 in the town, with a term to expire 12/31/2027. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Call the question.
Bingham, aye.
Poole, aye.
Cardone, aye.
Scangarello, aye.
Can I?
Okay. Item 15.1, Board of Assessment Review Appointment. Be it resolved, Town Board of Town of Monroe appoints Susan Cagney to the Board of Assessment Review, slot number 2, with a term to expire 9/30/2024.
Bingham to second.
Call the question.
Bingham, aye.
Poole, aye.
Cardone, aye.
Scangarello, aye.
Can I?
Okay. Next up, we have the Mudna Commission appointments. So be it resolved, Town Board of Town of Monroe makes a motion to appoint Councilwoman Mary Bingham to the Mudna Commission with a term to expire 12/31/2023.
Poole will
Second that
second.
motion.
Dory or Mike?
What's that?
Dory or Mike, second.
That was Mike. Yeah, that was Mike. Call the question.
Abstain.
Poole, aye.
Cardone, aye.
Scangarello, aye.
Can I?
Okay. And be it resolved, Town Board of Town of Monroe makes a motion to appoint Councilman Mike McGinn to the Mudna Commission with a term to expire 12/31/23.
Bingham to second.
Call the question.
Aye.
Poole, aye.
Scangarello, aye.
Cardone, aye.
Can I?
You voting for yourself there?
Oh,
All right,
that's right.
good
No,
job.
I'm staying. What am I saying?
See, I told
See,
you
he
down
threw me
with
off.
that
He threw me off
hesitation.
with this whole, that delay tactic there. Listen, I'm gladly ceded to one of the other council people if they want to do it, you know? I know,
What's
that was pretty, yeah, it was a pretty,
All right.
a mouse into our chaps.
So items 17.1
Wow.
through 29, I'd like to do a blanket motion to approve those items like we have done in the past. So I would make a motion to approve items 17 through 29 for approval at our reorg meeting. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Call the question.
Bingham, aye.
Poole, aye.
Cardone, aye.
Scangarello, aye.
Can I?
Okay, so moved. All right, item 30, which is Town of Monroe Employee Calendar, Holiday Calendar. It's 30.1. So you have the different calendars there for the two unions. So I'm going to read it. So the 2023 holiday schedule for Town of Monroe, let me just get this straight here. Town of Monroe. All right, so Town of Monroe Highway Department Union, 363 employees, Monday, January 2nd, New Year's Day, Monday, January 16th, Martin Luther King Jr. Day, Monday, February 20th, President's Day, Monday, May 29th, Memorial Day, Tuesday, July 4th, Independence Day, Monday, September 4th, Labor Day, Monday, October 9th, Columbus Day, Friday, November 10th, Veterans Day, Thursday, November 23rd, Thanksgiving Day, Friday, November 24th, Thanksgiving observed, Friday, December 22nd, which is
Observed.
Eve. It's a half day, sorry. And then Monday, December 25th, Christmas Day. And then finally, the Day of Employees' Choice. So do we have a motion and a second for that?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Call the question.
Bingham, aye.
Poole, aye.
Cardone, aye.
Scangarello, aye.
Can I?
Okay, so moved. So then for the non-union employees, and the Dial-A-Bus Teamsters holidays. That's Monday, January 2nd, no, Monday, I'm sorry, there was an error in the previous, it was Monday, January 1st, and I said Monday, January 2nd as listed here. Okay, so,
But Monday this year, January 2nd, was a holiday. It was New Year's
yes,
Day.
yeah,
observed.
yeah.
So
so it's
that's
actually the
correct.
first this coming year, in '24.
Right, but we're
No.
doing 2023.
Right, we're doing 2023, right, my mistake, okay. So that was Monday, January 2nd, 2023. Monday, January 16th, Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Monday, February 13th, Lincoln's birthday observed. Monday, February 20th, 2023, President's Day. Monday, May 29th, Memorial Day. Tuesday, July 4th, Independence Day. Monday, September 4th, 2023, Labor Day. Monday, October 9th, Columbus Day. Friday, November 10th, 2023, Veterans Day. Thursday, November 23rd, 2023, Thanksgiving Day. Friday, November 24th, Thanksgiving observed. Friday, December 23rd, 2023, Christmas Eve, which is a half day. And then Monday, December 25th, Christmas Day of 2023. So that's for Dial-A-Bus and non-union employees.
Who will second?
Call the question.
Bingham, aye.
Who, aye.
Cardone, aye.
Scangarello, aye.
Good night.
So moved. Okay, those schedules are attached. Item 31, the acceptance of 12/5/2022 minutes.
I'll make that motion.
Okay,
I'll second.
call the questions.
Bingham, aye.
Who, aye.
Cardone, aye.
Scangarello, aye.
Good night.
So moved. Okay. Everybody had a chance to review item 30.1, which is the amendments to the fee schedule? 32.1, sorry. 32.1.
We discussed it.
Yeah, I think we should
Okay.
discuss it a little bit.
So there were a few changes, building, highway, town clerk. One of the things that we probably will need to discuss is under the building department, item number 6,
Yes. it's-
because it's covered under town law, and it goes back to 1990. The building inspector is suggesting that the town attorney look into possibly changing that law so he could increase the fee for giving that wetland permit. So that's one thing that we definitely need to discuss. All the others, the items in red, sorry, I bumped the microphone, are the old fees, and the amounts in black, they are what have been suggested. So as I said, it's building, highway, and town clerk made changes. We did not hear anything from the ZBA or the planning board, so
Okay. Which can be updated at a
at a later date. And we have some laws that are possibly going to be passed in the next, year. So those, when they come up, we can definitely change the fees at that time.
Mary, just a quick question. Did we ever do a separate fee for a CCR application, or?
Yes, we do. I think that's under town board,
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
looking under planning department. I
Yeah.
guess I should have been looking at
because it
town
comes to
board.
us first.
You want to include that in this? Is that what you're saying, Councilman?
I just want to make sure we have it in here, because I know there's been some discussion in the past.
It's number 5 under
Yeah,
town board,
Yep,
page 7.
under the water rent fees, bold
Oh, I
type.
got you. Yeah. Yes. Oh, I see it all the way down there. Gotcha. All right, cool.
So the only other fee that, well, there was 2 of them. One was inconsequential. I mean, I thought the building department maybe should go to 250 instead of 200. And then I think the water rents in Horizon Heights, especially with the amount of repairs that need to be done there, has to be, adjusted.
I had asked Finance if we had some reserve money there, so until we know exactly how much those proposed improvements are going to be. I don't know how much you want to raise it, because they do have some reserve money. I don't remember off the top of my head how much they have.
Yeah, I mean, I think we should raise it to $8.
Went from 2 to 4, about 6, at 8.
They're the lowest, that's
The
the
lowest,
lowest
they're
rate.
still the lowest at 8.
They're still the lowest, yes.
Significantly lower than everybody else.
Granted, Monroe Hills, we have wells there. The ones that are listed at 13, we receive water from the village for. So,
Are there wells in Horizon Heights?
Yes,
Yeah.
they have their own wells.
Pat, last I spoke with Tommy, I thought we were looking at $75,000 to $100,000 in repairs up there.
I don't have all the statistics. Like I explained to you today, that I talked to Sean and I got the book back from the previous review that they did. So I'm really not versed enough to answer all of that. Tommy's pretty sharp on what needs to happen, and we know that all the water districts need significant help.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I mean, I just, I don't know, what's the pleasure of the board?
I suggested 6.
Motion, or?
Well, I wanted to hear if any other board member had any suggestions. Exactly.
No. I was looking at 8. I wasn't looking at going to that. We can't, yeah.
Probably they'll do 6 for this year, and then maybe jump another 2 up to 8 next year or something.
Like to make a motion then, Mary?
All right, I'll make a motion that for Water District 2, Horizon Heights, the rate be changed from $4 to $6 per 1,000 gallons.
Have a second?
I'll second.
Any other discussion? Call the question.
Hingham, aye.
Pool eye.
Cardone, aye.
Gangarello, aye.
And I,
So moved.
just while we're
No.
on the discussion of the fee schedule, just jumping back to the CCR real quick, perhaps something we should consider, obviously not this evening, but, that we just had unlike the planning board fees, we never attached a per unit fee to it. It's just a straight up.
Okay.
Planning board, it's
Based on the units.
especially since it's turned into, not turned into, but there is quite a bit of work involved with it on everyone's part. And I think applicant, by keeping in line with other applications. Mary, I'd be happy to hear your thoughts and everyone else on the board, see what your thoughts are on that.
I think we should also reach out to Bonnie and see what she felt would be fair, because, the planning
catch
board
the-
also gets involved too,
Right.
at a certain point too, so
Right.
you don't want to make it onerous.
Right.
But like you said, the town board has its planner, has, all our consultants
Yes.
that have to be involved with it as well. Yeah.
All right, yeah, we can talk about that.
Supervisor, in regards to the fee schedule, those changes, you're approving all the changes?
Well, that's what we're going to, we're still discussing.
Okay.
So what is it, what's the feeling on the application for a building permit going from, it's listed as going from 100 to 200, my thought was to go to 250.
And then any other changes to B and C? Or leave B
No,
and C?
no, leave B
as
and
they
C
are?
the same.
I don't know that I like going more than double.
I kind of think probably.
Okay.
Probably
All right, so then, other than the change associated with Horizon Heights Water District going from $4 to $6, somebody want to make a motion to approve the fee changes?
I'll make a motion to approve the fee changes as per the attachment Town of Monroe fee schedule effective as of January 3rd, 2023.
Second that. Any other discussion? Call the question.
Hingham, aye.
Poole, aye.
Cardone, aye.
Scangarello, aye.
and I,
Okay. 2023 Monroe Joint Fire District Protection Agreement. We need a motion for the supervisor to authorize the supervisor to sign that.
make a motion to authorize the supervisor to sign the Monroe Joint Fire District coverage agreement. Fire protection.
Second.
I'll second.
Question.
Hingham, aye.
Poole, aye.
Cardone, aye.
Scangarello, aye.
And I,
So moved.
do we need to do this resolution on that, or no? Yeah, I mean, I guess we just did that without
Yeah.
having to do the resolution.
Yeah, it's the agreement, so.
Right,
Or
okay.
do we need
The
to have
only
the
thing-
supervisor sign it?
What's that?
Do we need authorization for you to sign it as well?
I just did.
Well,
That's what we just
that was,
That was it?
yeah,
Okay.
we just did, so. I abstained for that. Yeah. The only change in that was obviously the dates, and then in item number 2, in consideration of furnishing of said protection, as aforesaid, the town of Monroe shall pay to the Monroe Joint Fire District $1,834. Last year, I believe it was $7,000, and that was based on what we were told the workman's comp policy was for the district. And just to be clear, these are all the properties. There's 5 properties that are outside the town of Monroe, but are still the town of Monroe boundaries, but are still within the town of Monroe, around, past the Trooper Barracks, around 105. There's 3 properties there that are tax exempt, and then there's 2 properties that are not tax exempt, and that's what the fire protection workman's comp policy is for. So, that said, all done. Anybody have any reason to go into executive session? No? Anybody got any other items they want to discuss? Do you need a signature? Are you here for school? Yeah, do you need a signature on anything? What's that?
You can come on up
Yeah.
for it.
Mary, you want to grab an agenda for him, please?
Gary, you want to just sign the agenda? Errol signed the agenda for you. Thank you for coming down. You came to the easiest meeting and the quickest meeting, so smart move.
Smart move, yeah.
He knew what he was doing.
He'll go to class tomorrow and be like, guess who was in and out of there in 35 minutes?
What's that,
I
Mike?
said, he'll go to class tomorrow and guess who was in and out of there in 35 minutes?
Yeah, exactly.
This guy.
Text Brian. Text Brian. Tell him you're done.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully he's in Pomona during hell at one of their meetings.
If there's no other business by anyone, all right, thank you. Have a good night. If there's no other business, I will make a motion to adjourn tonight's meeting at 7:42.
Second.
Call the question.
Bingham, aye.
Full aye.
Cardone, aye.
Oh, aye.
Can I,
So move. All right, thanks, everyone.
thanks.